and was useless the rest of the game. But this champion, if he gets ahead, if he finds a roam timer, it's so incredibly strong. And if you get a lead, the snowball potential of this champion wave is now, he's going to fall behind quite a bit in the XP and CS department.
Next flash over the wall. Caps does have ultimate. He has to be careful here as he's caught in the miasma. Engaged there. Purgatory used by SlowQ, but the immediate exhaust now coming in from Labrov to deny the play. And SlowQ running for his life. The gray health ticking. Whoa, flash in from SkewMond. Super aggressive. He's going to get exhausted. There are too many exhausts in this game. Now Skeanz is going to re-engage. Level 5 Wukong, but again, all that armor, Conqueror fully stacked. SkewMond's just forced to back off.
This game is weird.
Yeah, it is.
SkewMond able to pick up the dragon, and Labrov is now looking to gank top lane. Wunder has the ward, but Labrov
G2's just natural lane states are pretty winning. So they're still pulling a bit ahead in gold as Jopa finally no scatter.
Okay.
Flash over from Hansama. One more bomb. Dark Sphere. Comet doesn't connect.
Oh, but Jopa can try to chase
Still
him
going
down.
in. Blade, sidestep. Mikyx moving in, mounted up on the horse, trying to take out his former top laner. Wunder getting chunked down. First blood, though. Wunder barely able to escape. Labrov can't make it out. Jopa kills Hansama. SK. We cast her curse G2. They turn it around.
Labrov might be dead as well. Skeanz is here, has the flash, has the cyclone.
Want to commit to the Leona. Eclipse.
They don't decide to go for 2 kills for SK as they win on both top and bot. Hansama tried to go for the outplay on Syndra, but didn't quite have the damage with Jopa flashing the phosphorus bomb.
Okay, meanwhile, falling not.
SlowQ
Going all in. Purgatory, domain expansion, dash in, get out! Oh, you love to see it. The weaves. Love every moment, but now the dog on the chase, and SlowQ probably just dead. 240 health healed up. Not going to be able to get back to pick up that soul. And SkewMond, happy to just grab the kill in return.
That was clean though. He sidestepped the petrifying gaze. We're gonna, yeah, okay, here it is. Let's see. So Hansama dashes forward. Jopa doesn't have the scatter of the week for a bit, and then Hansama flashes it. But because Jopa flashed the phosphorus bomb, he's kind of cooked here. And then Jopa can walk around, and he has the faster lane, right? So now Hansama is pretty much always going to be dead here. Unless, oh, but he has like 2 HP. Very close there.
Just kind of gets to dance around you. And now Hansama's going to be in trouble once again. Mikyx lining up, Shattering Strike connect this time into immediate scatter of the week. Hansama can't even push his buttons, the exhaust is there, but they lack just that tiny bit of damage. SkewMond now coming over the wall. Mikyx a dead man walking. SkewMond waiting for an angle to throw down the ulti. It's just coming off cooldown. Is Mikyx likely to die to the minions? He's channeling in with the Hex Flash. Quick stun to follow, but he will drop in the end. It looked like a picture-perfect dive. It's Luka Perkovic. Twitch chat, 81% with glasses. 19% without. 19%, you guys need to check yourself. You're boring. 81%, you're correct. Wunder, on the other hand, I don't know when that happened, but yeah, that really just 1v1s, 2v2s across the entire map. SlowQ using the ritual nails to go in. Now in melee range of Caps, though, definitely not ideal. Solar Flare going a little bit wide. The healing coming in from SlowQ. Forced to use his ulti. Exhaust is there too. Jopa trying to move in, but the burn damage, the Eclipse, gonna finish him off. Not going to be able to grab that extra soul now, but Jopa hoping to finish up this kill. Pullback is there from Mikyx, and Jopa grabs another.
Jopa gets a return kill at least for SK. Nice outplay by Caps there. Now G2 want to contest for this crab. Broken Blade is here, but Jopa's already, or still rather, in this mid lane, while Caps is pushing down bot lane.
Team mounting up, just threatening with the Shattered Strike. No ulti, no flash available from Caps. Hasn't been able to finish the Roa either. Trying to get tricky with it. Knocks into the wall. One Silver Bolt's nowhere to go. The point click ulti. The clone not enough to save him. It looks weird from Rell.
I think this might be part of the sauce though. The fact that because it's 2v2, it's not that they win the 2v2, but SkewMond jumps in on Skeanz.
Going on to Skeanz, immediately forces Cyclone. Now Hansama's going to jump in. This is going to be a lot of burst damage. Follow-up spin coming in from Skeanz. Turns invisible for a brief moment, but SkewMond is just going to go for the chase here. The pack called, flash in, daggers, smite to the side. The dog's now looking to chase a fall, but Skeanz still living for an extra moment. The shutdown is there. Jopa 3-0-0, having a hell of a game.
And SlowQ gets
Flash
the
in from Broken Blade. Exhaust, a little bit extra shielding coming in. That's the lock of the Iron Solari from Mikyx, but now it's Mikyx himself who's in trouble. Crash down to stay living. Mega there just in time. G2 so close to getting that kill. Wunder still walking forward. Needs to connect onto Broken Blade. Instead, they're going to focus on Labrov. Wallop is there. Looks like Labrov will just be sacrificed as the Gnar comes out from Wunder, and they're going to turn that play right around on G2.
And SK, they strike back with a kill in the mid lane, kill in the top lane, getting a gold lead back for themselves. Walk up and clear. That's one of the big strengths of LOcke and why he works as a meta melee assassin. SK are going for a dive on top.
Dog spotting him out. forcing a flash as well as the W coming in. Skeanz on the top side of the fight, exhausted by Broken Blade, but just the clone going to be auto-attacked as Mikyx just continues to run. Ulti coming out from SkewMond on the chase. Massive damage. Reset is there, and Jopa might be in trouble, but SlowQ ready to go over the wall. Purgatory picked up. Labrov looks like he might be first to fall. The exhaust still ticking. SlowQ taking down Labrov, grabbing another soul there from Purgatory. And SK happy to at least get the 1-for-1 as it's just both.
They can have a real montage in these fights, and he's certainly strong enough to do so as well, as G2 want to reclaim the territory here.
ACC onto Skeanz, Aftershock proc for Labrov, has to be careful not to step too far forward. Broken Blade's going to find the angle, immediate one-shot on Jopa. Perfect use of the stealth as well as the condemn. SlowQ now running for his life. Mikyx hoping maybe to find the disengage. Broken Blade keeps chasing forward. He will land the Shattering Strike, but SK already too much on the back foot. Flashback, you know, chain CC, AoE kind of team fight. G2 are just going to out-damage them in the extended play, and it's so hard for SK to lock down these members of G2. You can see them pretty effortlessly just walking away, but Wunder free stacking on Labrov right now on the raid, forcing the G2 retreat. Solar Flare going a little bit wide, but Wunder losing some health in return. Dash in, flash in, and it's Caps now. He's been locked up, but it's Broken Blade on the flank looking to lock up SlowQ. Mikyx hoping for the interrupt. Double exhaust now traded back as Skeanz manages to take down Caps. Jopa on the bottom side of the fight, getting pushed back by SkewMond, who's going to dash again over the wall to try and retreat. Hansama and Broken Blade, double 80 carries, still standing. SlowQ, Wunder, Skeanz, a man advantage, but it's enough to win the fight. The nails coming through for SlowQ. The reset to take him out, a flash away, matched by Hansama as the double buffs allow him to get the return kill.
Oh my god!
Back lines.
And that means that G2's backline can now go forwards. But we don't have time to talk about that. Mikyx's caught,
Another fight,
and he's dead.
Mikyx caught, Mikyx down. And you can see in that fight, again, G2 beautifully taking Jopa out of the equation. Threw a ton of damage at a Nafiri that did not stick because of
said it really well, that it's kind of like a Katarina. Not in the sense that if you get one reset, the game is immediately won, but just that he needs to get that initial reset, because that's what allows him to have that mobility. Now Caps might be in trouble here.
Action, spin onto Caps. Purgatory already pulled out. 2 members locked up, and now it's SkewMond who's in trouble. Reset is there, but they're going to back away as it's double TPs from G2. Double 80 carries joining the fray. Hansama and Broken Blade will not let that play go unpunished. Ulti out from Broken Blade before he can start even stacking Rage again, let alone get that bar completely full. Crash down, out, has demounted. SkewMond on the flank. Solar Flare forcing the flash out of Jopa. It's a slow burn of a fight. Both sides waiting for the perfect angle. SkewMond, good flank, jumps over the wall, grouping with the team. 50-50 territory. Skeanz dashing in, objective, getting lower, manages to grab it, and then his instant one-shot onto Labrov. Purgatory landing onto 2. But the chase not quite there. 500 gold difference between these two teams, now tied on Drakes. A basically dead even game.
Brooklyn has...
You don't have the luxury of scaling now. Dash in with the action pursuit from SlowQ. He's going to be in trouble now. Burning, running away. The slow still ticking on him, but Wunder trying to hold the line as best he can. Ulti goes onto the clone, it looks like, but it's an exhaust on the Jopa, so the fall damage really isn't there. Mikyx on the flank with absolutely no HP, but Wunder from downtown finds the Gnar ulti, and exhaust not enough to stop him, but his Caps taking down everybody else. In the meantime, it's a double kill for Wunder, but not nearly enough to take the fight as G2 take down 4.
Where did Mikyx come from? This was a 4 for 3 here, but Mikyx, like they want to fulfill your wish. They've started off the Nash. Now SK need to try to find a way to enter.
But you can see it's pretty easy for G2 to just 2-man this. Again, they have 3 people who can shred through a Nash. Solar Flare going wide, though, is big. He brought it up before. That's really the only reliable engagement. But flash over the wall from Caps is a damn good way to get that fight shifted in their favor. In the blink of an eye, the staring contest easily won, but now Mikyx with the re-engage. SlowQ waiting for the resets. Can he find another? Wunder waiting for the setup. Dash back in on the action pursuit, but SlowQ just doesn't have the damage to finish it. Flashes over the wall, but he's burning down. SkewMond to get another. Wunder will take down Caps, but it costs him just about everything. SkewMond continuing to chase, dashes away from the wall. It was close, but G2 take the fight. The SkewMond gets a triple.
And it was so close, but it's an ace for G2, and it's going to be the Nash for G2 as well, as I think SkewMond and Labrov should be able to just do all this with the Wolves tanking up the Nash.
As impactful as that ulti was from Caps, it's really double 80 carries on the side of G2 that are very dynamic.
Wunder,
And now you can see, this is pretty unplayable for Wunder. Gonna desperately try to go mega. The wall barely clips him. It might be enough. Nice sidestep from Broken Blade. Wunder cannot connect. LOcke to the Iron Solari, once again saving Wunder's life.
Long flank here by Skeanz. He doesn't have the ultimate nor the exhaust. Has the flash though.
Flash. Good damage. Spinning on top of Broken Blade. Flash away. Nice condemn backwards on the second cyclone, but a flash in from Skeanz finishes the job. G2 at least break the bottom lane tier 2 tower, so the Baron, importantly, soul point. The next Cloud would give them that Cloud soul, and that SK absolutely cannot afford to let happen as that solar flare does connect. Wunder locked up, immediate response now coming in. The Hound's pursuit from SkewMond trying to chase, but Skeanz has found his way on top of Hansama, and this might just be enough to lock him out of the fight. Hansama already quickly retreating though, it's only Labrov to drop thus far. SK see an angle to get even more. That goal.
Gonna be really, really strong in these fights if he's able to time that Mega Gnar transition well, but Caps is in trouble here.
Purgatory on a Caps. Nice backstep from SlowQ, moving in with the Ashen Pursuit to try to finish the job. Caps buys a couple extra seconds, waits for the Purgatory to fall away at the very least, but that's a shutdown for SlowQ.
That's Caps
waiting in that brush. SK forced to group up like this as G2 just takes so much space. Broken Blade continue to force. Did use his ultimate as Mikyx gets lower and lower. Dash in onto Hansama. Two members locked up by the Cyclone. Jopa immediately gonna ult, and that's a reset coming in for SlowQ as he chases down Hansama, but an ulti responded to by SkewMond. He can't stick to the target. It's the death ball of SK. Caps looking for a way in. Incredible backstep on the petrifying gaze from Skeanz. Keeps this fight alive as Wunder desperate to keep the engage going, but the triple carries on the side of G2 are still here, and it's SK to pick up a soul point of their own.
And SK are already starting off the Nash.
G2 in a position to contest, now forced to walk in, but it's SK who are split up. Jopa, who is isolated. This is very dangerous for the Syndra. Wunder fully stacking the Mega. Jopa coming over the wall, back to his team. Skeanz and Mikyx hoping to find a play. G2 collapsing on Mikyx, knowing that he is the big playmaking tool. Carries of G2 stepping forward, trying to take a bit of a space. Exhaust from Mikyx. Mikyx about to get taken down. Skeanz looking for a re-engage of his own. Nice backstep on the solar flare, but Mikyx already forced out of the fight. Mikyx already deleted. No Baron in sight. Skeanz forced into GA. SK crumbling. The collapse on the Mikyx paying off beautifully for G2. And Skeanz about to fall. The coordination non-existent. Broken Blade looking to make a quick montage as SlowQ and Wunder are on the way out. But the Hound's pursuit is there. SkewMond on the chase. SlowQ hoping desperately to get anything back. But all that's left is one little Yordle and a dream. A TP into the bottom lane as Wunder desperately tries to hold on, but even the wallop is not enough. G2 set to end it here.
G2, they found the fight. They got the ace. Caps can TP in the bot lane, and he's going to finish it up. The death timers are too long for them to be able to hold on. And it was SK. They didn't quite have the damage to finish the Nash. They didn't have the greatest turn. And G2 could kite them out, take down Mikyx. Mikyx's up in 2 seconds, but the rest of the carries are still dead for 20. G2 should be able to just finish this game nice and clean.
Simply too far away. One terrible fight for G2 into a nearly perfect one as SK did not get another opportunity to use that combo. It's a full-on fountain dive. Farewell to arms for a former brother as G2 cleaned this one up nicely. 2-0 in the series versus SK, moving up to 3-1.
It was a valiant effort by SK. Both games went over 40 minutes, but G2 in the later game team fight kept finding the upper hand, kept finding the clutch fight that they needed to win the games.
And while in some ways it felt closer than we might have initially expected, it still did seem like G2 were still that level higher. Of course, your player of the game at LEC on X.
But at the same time, he did do some funny things on the Vayne.
There's some funnies across the board. There was a flash for a Dark and Daggers. I think everybody.
Hansama was pretty consistent.
Hansama. I like that one. Yeah. We're going to hear from